Hey guys, it's Bridget with San Diego Seed Company.
What, are you looking at your, what?
Sorry.
You got somewhere to be?
No, there was a bee, and not
yeah,
that I care, I didn't want to smack him. So,
Please.
sorry. This is what happens in the farm. We have bees and snakes and things that come and visit us during videos. But we're here in some of our last rows on the farm looking at our garlic. This video is going to be all about garlic scapes. It's probably one of the most misunderstood and underutilized part of the garlic plant. In all of the garlic plants, basically, if that makes sense. More or less, we get tons of questions about what do you do with garlic scapes? Do you take them off? Are they bad? Do you need them? We're gonna go through everything you need to know, and do keep in mind they're delicious and you should utilize them because it's basically a bonus part of the plant. So what is a garlic scape? Basically, a garlic scape is the flowering portion of a hard neck garlic. So let me clarify that so that you know. There are two different types of garlic plants. Well, actually there's a bunch of them, but I won't get into that. But the big two groups are hard neck and soft neck. Hard neck is characterized by having a hard neck. It basically, this portion is very strong and very hard, and that's in part because this flower it will grow up and out of it. Soft necks tend to be very soft in the neck and softer papers when you peel them. A lot of misinformation here in Southern California. You can easily and happily grow soft neck and hard neck garlic. We sell both varieties. There's tons of different sub varieties. They both do well here. I like growing hard neck for a couple different reasons. One, I like being able to cure it a little bit easier with the harder neck, and I love the bonus of scapes. The flower portion of the garlic is just like a flower you get off of any other crop. It's going to grow up out of the top. This right now, it's not open yet, and this is actually when you want to harvest it, prior to opening, and you can eat it. It's delicious. You eat it. You can, I actually just love putting it on the barbecue. You can saute it, you can blend it to make like a pesto. It basically has a very delicate garlic flavor, which is so good. You actually can see all those delicious little oils that are coming out of there. Literally tastes like, I don't know, the best tasting roasted garlic right off the bat. You can put it in whole and sandwiches. You can do all kinds of things with it. And it is very mild garlic, which is great. If you're not a big fan of like overpowering garlic, this is so good. Now, we harvest it off of the plant for a couple different reasons. One, I don't want it to go to waste. I want to eat this. This is delicious. I'm going to make all kinds of things out of it. The other thing is, as I mentioned in a lot of my videos, the things that we do to the plants are a signal to that plant. So if I come through and I harvest all of the garlic flowers off of my plants, so we got another one coming. Where's another one? Oh, we got another one over here coming. They're all coming at different ages or stages. If I harvest them off of the plant, I tell the plant not to put energy into making this bloom. And that energy can go into growing the garlic, which is really important. One of the #1 things I see here in Southern California is people harvest their garlic way too early. In fact, a lot of you, I see it on social media, have already harvested your garlic. And you planted them alongside me on or around Halloween. They're not ready yet. These guys, although they look, you know, pretty nice, they're not ready. I'm gonna leave these in the ground until at least 4 to 6 more weeks. And prior to harvesting them, the last couple weeks, I'm gonna turn off the water. That's gonna help get the papers more, to dry out the papers and just help make for a better garlic in general. So those of you who have never planted garlic in zone 9 and 10, you typically plant them in October. I like to do Halloween. It just seems very appropriate. So around end of October, really not too much earlier and not too much later, because you miss out on a big chunk of growing in the fall, which means you will end up having smaller bulbs come spring and summer. So those of you who think you can plant them in like January, February, well, you just missed a big chunk of their growing season. So ideally plant in October and then harvest late June, even July. Garlic is one of those things that you put in the garden in its own little place where it can grow, and honestly, I usually forget about it in June and July because I'm so busy doing other things, and then I'll look over and be like, hey, our garlic's ready, and then I will harvest it really mid to late summer. So don't harvest it too early. And by taking off the garlic scapes, you're going to guarantee that it's not wasting energy on something that does no benefit to you. If you leave your garlic scapes or your garlic blooms on the plant and you let it bloom, it is beautiful. They're beautiful little purple flowers and pollinators do love them, but they're sapping energy from building a nice, big, beautiful bulb, or clove, which you want for your kitchen. So take these off. I like to harvest them, if possible, in the cooler part of the day, but it's not a big deal. If you have to harvest them in the heat, take them off, put them in a cooler with a little ice pack, and then when I get home, I just rinse them off. You can chop them up and saute them and then put them in a food processor. Like I said, I like to just put it in the barbecue. There's tons of recipes. It's really good in a quiche. Basically anything that needs a really delicious light garlic flavor, these guys are worth it. And what I love about them is they're basically like a free added benefit to growing garlic, and if you try to buy these at the store, they're pretty expensive. So what if you're growing garlic and you're like, I'm not sure if it's a hard neck or a soft neck, and you don't see any scapes? Well, to my knowledge, somebody out there on YouTube might know, there's not a way to force your hardneck to give you scapes. It'll give you scapes or it won't. And interestingly enough, we've been selling garlic for the last 5 years and we've been growing it for longer than that. And it's a really fun crop because it kind of has a mind of its own. We have gotten messages from customers saying strange things like their soft neck has gone to go to flower. So garlic is very interesting. The most important thing I can tell you is mark your variety, because that really helps you know whether or not it's going to give you a scape. The scapes come on as a reaction to the hour of sunlight. So you can't make your garlic scape any earlier than it will, because it's going to do it when the days get longer. We are June 5th right now, and the hours of sunlight are getting much, much longer. We're going into summertime, and you can see just a few of these are starting to put out their scapes. In 2 weeks, I'm gonna see more and more and more of them before this whole row is covered in these delicious and edible immature blooms that are called scapes.